The science behind popular myths debunked or confirmed. How much of what we believe is actually true? It's a question that's been pondered since humans first started pondering. Today, we're diving into some of the most popular myths to find out if they're fact or fiction. We're going to put on our scientist hats, grab our magnifying glasses, and dive deep into the world of commonly held beliefs. We'll look at 5 common myths and use, that's right, to confirm or debunk them. Are you ready to be surprised? Because I've got to tell you, some of these surprised even me. Remember, science is about asking questions, experimenting, and sometimes finding out that what we thought we knew was totally wrong. So strap yourselves in, get ready for some mind-blowing revelations, and let's get this myth-busting party started. Okay, let's talk about a myth that's been around since, probably since the first knuckle was ever cracked. Does cracking your knuckles cause arthritis? It's a question I get asked all the time. People wince when they hear that satisfying pop, but is it really a gateway to creaky, painful joints? First, let's understand what's actually happening when you crack your knuckles. See, our joints are surrounded by this fluid called synovial fluid. It's like the WD-40 of our bodies, helping everything move smoothly. This fluid contains gases like oxygen, nitrogen, and carbon dioxide. When you stretch or bend your finger to crack that knuckle, you're actually creating a little bit of a vacuum in the joint, causing these gases to form bubbles. The popping sound, that's those gas bubbles rapidly forming. It's kind of like popping bubble wrap, but inside your body. Now here's where the science comes in. Studies haven't found any direct link between knuckle cracking and arthritis. Arthritis is caused by wear and tear on the joints, often due to aging, injury, or autoimmune diseases. Cracking your knuckles doesn't directly cause any of that. However, while cracking your knuckles a few times here and there is likely harmless, some studies suggest that cracking might lead to reduced grip strength. I'm talking about people who are practically addicted to the popping. This could be because the constant stretching might put stress on the ligaments and tendons surrounding the joint. So the verdict? Cracking your knuckles occasionally? Probably not going to turn you into a pretzel. But like most things in life, moderation is key. Alright, let's tackle another popular myth. Can lightning strike the same place twice? Now this one has been around for ages, and it's often used to imply that something bad can't happen in the same place or to the same person twice. But is that really true? The answer, my friends, is a resounding yes. Lightning can absolutely strike the same place twice. In fact, it happens more often than you might think, especially with tall, isolated objects. Remember, lightning is looking for the easiest path to the ground. Take the Empire State Building, for example. This iconic skyscraper gets struck by lightning an average of 25 times a year. That's because it stands so tall and proud, acting like a giant lightning rod. Lightning isn't picky. It's all about electricity finding the most conductive path to the ground. And if that path happens to be the same tree, the same building, or even the same spot of ground, then lightning is going to take it, whether it's struck there before or not. So, the next time someone tells you lightning doesn't strike twice, you can hit them with some science. It's a myth that's simply not grounded in reality. The Great Wall from space? Nope, not happening. This next myth is one that's been floating around for decades, and it involves a trip into space. Is the Great Wall of China truly the only human-made structure visible from space? It sounds impressive, right? A testament to human ingenuity, stretching across the landscape, visible even from orbit. Well, hold on to your spacesuits, folks, because this one is, unfortunately, a big fat myth. Despite what you might have heard, the Great Wall of China is not visible to the naked eye from space, at least not from low Earth orbit where most astronauts hang out. There are a couple of reasons for this. First, while the Great Wall is incredibly long, stretching for thousands of miles, it's not very wide. In many places, it's only about 20 feet across, which from space is practically invisible. Second, the Great Wall is made of materials like stone and packed earth, which tend to blend in with the surrounding landscape, especially from a distance. So, even if it were wide enough to be seen from space, it would likely just look like a thin, faint line, easily lost against the backdrop of mountains and deserts. Now, some people claim to have seen the Great Wall in photographs taken from space, but those images were usually taken with powerful zoom lenses or under specific lighting conditions, like when the wall is covered in snow. So while the Great Wall of China remains an incredible feat of engineering and a testament to human history, it's not quite as visible from space as some might believe. Sugar rush =myth busted. Okay, parents, this one's for you. How many times have you witnessed a child bouncing off the walls after a sugary treat and thought, it's a sugar rush? It seems to make sense, right? Sugar equals energy. Energy equals hyperactivity. Case closed. Well, not so fast. While it might feel like sugar is sending kids into overdrive, the scientific evidence just doesn't back it up. Multiple studies have shown no consistent link between sugar consumption and hyperactivity in children. So what's really going on when kids go bonkers after a cupcake? Well, it's often the context in which they're consuming the sugar that's to blame. Think about it. Birthday parties, holidays, Halloween. These are all occasions where kids are already excited and hyped up, regardless of what they're eating. Plus, let's be honest, kids are just naturally energetic creatures. They're still developing, their brains are growing, and they have an abundance of energy to burn. Blaming sugar for their hyperactivity is like blaming the sun for making you sweat on a hot day. It's just a natural response to the situation. Now, this doesn't mean you should be giving your kids unlimited sugar. Too much sugar is still bad for their health, contributing to things like tooth decay, weight gain, and other health problems down the line. But the next time your little one is bouncing off the walls after a sugary treat, don't blame the sugar. It's probably just their natural exuberance and the excitement of the moment. Spider snacks? More like sleep tight. All right, let's wrap things up with a myth that's sure to make your skin crawl. You've probably heard it before. The average person swallows 8 spiders a year in their sleep. It's a creepy thought, isn't it? Those 8-legged creatures sneaking into our mouths while we're sound asleep? But let me put your mind at ease, because this one is totally false. It's a myth that's been debunked time and time again. Experts say the chances of swallowing even a single spider in your sleep are incredibly slim, practically non-existent. Here's why. First of all, spiders are not interested in humans as a food source. We're way too big for them. They're much more interested in insects and other creepy crawlies that are closer to their own size. Second, spiders are actually quite sensitive to vibrations. Your bed is like a giant trampoline to them. They can sense your presence, your breathing, your heartbeat. The last thing they want to do is crawl anywhere near your mouth. And finally, let's use a little common sense here. If we were really swallowing spiders in our sleep, wouldn't we be waking up with a mouthful of webs or, dare I say, spider legs? I don't know about you, but I've never had that experience. So, rest assured, you can sleep soundly tonight knowing that you're not going to be swallowing any 8-legged snacks. It's a myth that's best left to the spiders and the nightmares. Myth busted. What did you think? So, there you have it, folks. We've busted some myths, confirmed others, and hopefully learned a thing or two about the science behind these commonly held beliefs. Remember, science is all about questioning, experimenting, and being open to new information, even if it means letting go of some of our long-held assumptions. Did any of these myths surprise you? Let us know in the comments which one shocked you the most, or if you have any other myths you'd like us to tackle in future videos. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and subscribe to my channel for more myth-busting fun. Until next time, stay curious.